Okay, well, we're post-match here at Meadowbank. Wanderers Academy A team narrowly defeated this afternoon 2-1 against Boreham Wood. First game for the Wanderers Academies in a couple of weeks. Had a break last week and off the back of the Eastleigh defeat the week before. So I'm joined by Jordan Clark. Jordan, good to see you.
See you, mate.
Unfortunately, we couldn't catch up prior to the game because our Tactics League side were in action here in the Cup. It went the distance, didn't it? It went 3-3, went into sudden death with the penalties. Fortunately, a really good performance from the Tactics side, but unfortunately lost out in the shootout there. But yeah, we've obviously just finished here with the Academy A side. And for me, Jordan, I mean, it was a really complete, despite our narrow defeat there, it's the most complete performance we've had all season. Showing those improvements we've been making week to week, but it really all came to the fore today. Just get your take and your reflections on the game this afternoon.
Mate, it's the most proud I've been of the side this season. Our hard work is coming to fruition. As I've said in all these interviews, there is a process when you're working with young players. And like you say, Dan, it was the most complete performance. We were good for 90 minutes, really good for 90 minutes. And you know, I don't like to be too critical when we've had such a good performance, but we were probably 98% today in terms of being where we need to be for the game. And like at this level, that 2% maybe just let us down again for their goals. They literally had no chances other than the goals they had, the 2 goals. And we have had 6 good chances. You know, in the first half, we had 2 open goals. There's no other way of putting it. 2 open goals. Nyack and Harvey, who, you know, by their own admission, were gutted at half time to be coming in 1-0 down when we had dominated the first half. You know, and then second half, what we have done when we've been in those situations, we've shown no character before when we've been in an adverse situation. But today, the character of the boys was absolutely exceptional. So, you know, we kept going to the last knock-ins. We were, you know, their keeper has pulled off 3 absolute weldies.
Like, genuine top saves.
Like, genuinely, if that keeper is not man of the match for them, it's a catastrophic decision. You know, the header that Paddy's had going back across goal, unbelievable header, and he's managed to tip it over. You know, Ellis half volley on the penalty spot. If that goes a yard either side, we are, you know, you're looking at another goal. You know, we then have Nyack diving header where it literally shaves his head. Open goal, second half. You know, so we got to judge it on performances, and the performance was that of a National League team. We dominated Boreham Wood today. You know, their manager Lloyd, absolutely exceptional person, really nice guy. And at the end, you know, he's one of those people who just level-headed guys. And he said to me, you know, our second goal's handball. You know, the one the keeper's caught on the line from and thrown it around the post was actually a back pass. It was a clearance. So the refs missed that one. You know, but it's not the refs' fault. But it's just, you know, it's those fine margins that it's down today. Yeah. But in terms of like Harvey coming in for his first start. You know, we've worked on something new in our 3-5-2 with certain people in different roles, and they performed excellently. So I genuinely, as much as the defeat hurts, because if you look at the season and go, it's unfortunate we've got another defeat, but you've got to be thinking of the performance, and that is a proper performance today. So really pleased, Dan, really pleased.
Yeah, very much so. And I think we had to shuffle the pack a little bit today with... obviously Phelan unfortunately was suspended, but as you say, Harvey came in for his first start and played well. Jack Saunders, a bit of a revelation, dropping deeper than he would normally be, normally in the 10 role. He was in front of the back the defence today, and obviously he acquitted himself really well. And Nyack, who got the goal back for us late on in the game, I thought he was really lively, and particularly when he came central late on as well. So some really good individual performances amongst the collective today as well.
Massively, and we're learning, right? So this league is a new one for us, and we're learning, and the coaching team are learning, and the management team are learning, and what we've learned is we need to be more robust, you know. And today our team selection, you know, dropping Jack into the 4, who's got that sort of aggressiveness and robustness to his game, as well as the quality on the ball. Harvey, you know, 6 foot. does jobs in both boxes. We were a lot more robust today, and we've noticed how we need to match these physical teams, these third years, even though we're a first year group sprinkled with a couple of second years. We were having to match that, and I think as we're learning, we are getting, like I say, closer and closer. And I want a big shout out to Luke Roberts. Been injured, massive player for the club. Was a consistent figure in the B team last year in our third place finish as a first year. He's been a massive miss, and today he's if he hasn't covered every blade of the 3G today, then there's definitely a heat map problem, because he was unbelievable in his effort. And then that epitomised the team. Right? When you're missing key players, and obviously like what we do here, we have the B team, which is our prominent flagship side, as it should be. And we're having to manage boys who are playing a lot of minutes. And today we've been able to plug in a few of these that would obviously make us better. And it took its toll on the team, and we were a lot better for it. So I'm really pleased, Dan, really, really pleased. Going into 2 games next week, Hampton on Wednesday and then Dartford Friday. We've got to have so much confidence now. So much confidence that we can compete in this league, because sometimes it's that getting that monkey off your back. And as much as the results not off our back today, I think the boys now believe, oh my God, we're actually deserved to be. And young players, it takes a little while for them to realise that. It does. But anyone here today, Richard King, brilliant supporter of the academy from the elite section, was here, and for him to say how far we've come and the young players getting better, looking more robust, that's what the academy's here for. So the results are, secondary on the front of if the performances are like that. The Eastleigh one was an eye opener, and sometimes you need them. So today I'm over the moon.
Yeah, you beat me to it. I mentioned shuffling the pack. You beat me to it. I was going to say about, obviously, Luke Roberts, the amount of ground he covered. Blake as well had a really commanding performance in goal, and Seb, who's been doing good things in the B team, he came on and had an impact later on. So really, really number of standout moments, individuals, I should say, amongst the collective today. Lots of positives in spite of the result, as we acknowledge. I mentioned we've got the 2 games in the space of 3 days next week. Yeah. We're looking forward to that. It's Hampton and Richmond away next Wednesday, followed by Dartford at home. So opportunity to keep that momentum going, really, isn't it? Next week?
Yeah. Like next week, the sort of the top team in the B team and what was the reserves, and then the National League team. We've got 4 games next week. They've got Merstham Tuesday night. Hampton,
B team Wednesday, back here at home Saturday, followed by Merstham.
So, and then they've got Saturday as well. So it's we're going to have to manage the pack, manage minutes, but people get opportunities. The belief now in the side across. The impact from the subs today was something I would really take note of. Like Seb, he's played a lot of minutes and is a key player for the B team, so we had to leave him out today with a big game against Cheswick Hook on Saturday. We've got to manage these. So he came on and was a professional in his approach. Like took it like a man, and came on and made a real difference, and kept that momentum going. And if we've got squad players who can do that and then start the game, and like Harvey now stake to claim, we're very confident going into 2 games that week. Momentum, that we can keep this going, and the win is only around the corner. As long as we keep believing, it's only around the corner.
Very much so. And just in terms of around the academy, we had a real positive week last week. We had a couple of fantastic days here with the soccer school, Monday and Tuesday. Record numbers of attendees. But by all accounts, everyone seemed to really enjoy that. We look forward to going again in February there. And last Sunday, we had our second Talent ID Day, didn't we, of the season. And that has yielded some great response. And there was, again, a really good night, really good attendance there as well. So some real positives. Even though we didn't have any action on the field, there's some great stuff around the academy last week.
Our community projects are what we're, the academy has got more than just like match day, coaching and playing. We've got some fantastic community projects, and with the amalgamation of our youth section into the academy now, we've opened up them soccer schools to all the youth players free of charge, to give them the experience of working with UEFA B licensed coaches, and to give our coach development group, the academy players, the academy students who want to continue their development as coaches. We had 120 kids on both days. The most we've ever had was 50, and they had the feedback I've had has been nothing short of exceptional. So for them to that's what it's about. I look forward to the days in 10 years' time, hoping I'm still here, that we have an under-7 who's currently with us. Being 17, playing his first game for the academy or even the first team. Like, we're on a long journey here. We're still a young club, and the progress that we're making is absolutely exceptional. And last week is like another sort of benchmark to what's going on. And then, like you said, with the Talent ID days, we've got so many partners now, so many great youth sides. We're getting 35s, 40s, turning up without even much marketing. And getting schools recognising what we're doing, and we're an established outfit now. This is our 6th year, being fully fledged, and we've now already got 20 places filled for next year, and we're just into November. We've still got 5 more Talent ID days to go. So, yeah, the quality's there. So it's a really exciting time for the club, and I just want everyone to know that we're building something even more special here, and the growth over the next year again will be exceptional, both on and off the pitch. So exciting times, Dan, all round. And I just want to say a big thank you to all the staff, because obviously without you guys last week, it was